Avengers Infinity War is just 2 months away, so I'm jumping on the bandwagon of talking about most MCU films leading up to Infinity War, so let's start at the very beginning, of course, with Iron Man 1. So Iron Man 1 came out 10 years ago in 2008, it's directed by Jon Favreau and it's the origin story of Tony Stark becoming Iron Man, obviously. Iron Man 1 is a great story of a guy becoming a better version of himself, realising his mistakes and doing everything he can to right the wrongs of his mistakes. We meet Tony Stark and he's this really narcissistic yet awesome playboy billionaire. He's the head of Stark Industries, but then he sees that the weapons that his company makes is causing death and misery out in the world, so he sets out to put all that to rest. As he says, he wants to protect the people that he puts in harm's way. And that's what I like the most about this film, the evolution of Tony Stark's humanity. Watching him grow and become a better person over the course of the film is really cool to see. But keeping that Tony Stark edge to it, that's really important. I really like the first third of this film where Tony Stark is in that cave and they're forcing him to make that missile, but he makes that initial Iron Man suit to escape. I just love seeing Tony Stark get to work and science the crap out of the situation, and in the process making an Iron Man suit and an arc reactor out of scraps. And that's another thing that I love about Tony Stark, is that he's not just the face of the company, he's actually an extremely brilliant scientist and he's more than efficient in building things. The film establishes that very well. And Robert Downey Jr. is just perfect as this character. I honestly couldn't imagine anybody else playing this role at this point. In terms of any issues with the film, I only have a couple. The first one being when Tony Stark gets back to America, I find that the film slows down a little bit for me. It's still really cool seeing Stark use his brain and build that new Iron Man suit, the proper Iron Man suit, but for me the pacing lagged a little bit. And Obadiah Stane is the first of a few underwhelming Marvel villains. He does serve his purpose as a superhero movie villain by guiding the hero on their journey by being the villain, but he never really stands out above that, and he's just not a very compelling character. But overall, Iron Man 1 is still a really good film and a solid start to what is now an insanely massive Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's also one of the best superhero origin stories of recent years as well. I'm going to give Iron Man 1 a 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching the video as always, guys, and yes, depending on how well this video does, this is going to be the first of a series of videos leading up to Avengers Infinity War. I'm not going to be talking about every single MCU film because I have reviewed a couple of them from the past couple of years, so I'd say probably up until like Captain America Winter Soldier I might review that chunk of MCU films leading up to Infinity War. But in the meantime, tell me in the comments what you think of Iron Man 1, and if you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to subscribe and I'll see you all in the next video.